Hi, my name is Jeff Davila, and I'm the designer of Nuclear Spring, a competitive 2 to 5 player engine builder and area control game that puts you in control of a new faction after a nuclear war. The game plays in 45 to 110 minutes, and a solo mode is in development. Nuclear war has devastated the Northern Hemisphere. First, smoke and soot filled the stratosphere, forming a toxic cloud that plummeted global temperatures and rendered much of the Earth uninhabitable. Now, as the cloud creeps south, global temperatures are rising, revealing a rapidly warming Antarctica as the last viable continent on the planet. The remaining million, the remnants of civilization, flee south to rebuild and new factions form. You are the leader of your faction. You will cultivate farmland, develop cities, build factories, and command your faction's forces. You must manage your territory wisely as you direct the rewards of your faction's work toward innovation, economic growth, and conquest to become the greatest superpower on Antarctica before the arrival of nuclear summer. Here we'll be looking at the setup for a 3-player game. In addition to the game board, we have innovation cards and dice, open objectives, the summer card, and shake dice, a simple and innovative battle resolution system. Additionally, each player receives a faction mat, a development tray, and a leader with a unique ability. The game is played over a series of years, and each year is made up of 4 phases: innovation, production, development, and battle. These 4 phases are shown on your faction mat, and the bullets beneath represent each action available to you in that phase. 3 of these phases feature simultaneous play. For this video, we'll demonstrate a typical year mid-game. If advancing to a year with a Thal symbol, remove 1 Thal cube from each hex. First is the innovation phase, where players purchase as many innovation cards as they would like for the cost shown here. Innovation cards offer unique advantages and objectives that can be achieved for higher returns. I can afford 2 innovation cards. I'll roll 2 innovation dice. I gain 1 farm innovation and my choice for the second. I'll take a factory innovation. This card says gain 3 widgets. To play it, I place it on my faction mat in the location matching the symbol in the upper left corner. Since this is my second factory innovation, I redeem these played cards for a level 1 innovation upgrade, which means I place 1 factory token here. In the production phase, you gain agriculture, widgets, and rakes, the currency used in Antarctica. The board tells you your widget and rake production, and your agriculture production is just how many more farms you have than cities. We have 6 farms and 4 cities, so we gain 2 agriculture. Then, looking at our largest intact supply chain, we gain 3 widgets and 5 rakes. These first 2 phases typically take about 10 seconds to complete. In the development phase, you build farms, cities, factories, and defense crawlers for the costs shown in this chart. These costs vary based on the number of developments already on that tile. Typically, you will build farms with farms, cities with cities, and factories with factories, up to 3 per hex. Also, you can build up to 3 additional defense crawlers on all hexes. Here we have a special production tile for farms, so if I build a farm here, I can place 1 additional farm in the special production area of my faction map. Once you finish building, you may move your leader to any tile to designate that tile a focus district, and place a matching token of that type on your leader card. Your leader acts as 1 additional development in both production and defense. In the battle phase, you may choose to invade or annex opponent hexes that border one of your defense crawlers. For this example, I'll invade this tile. I'll pay the cost to attack as shown in this chart, then I'll resolve the battle using shake dice. My faction has 5 battle strength and my opponent has 3 battle strength, so I put 5 red cubes and 3 white cubes into the shaker. The cube that shows in the indicator is the winner. A red cube is shown, so I've won this battle, which means I remove the defender's tokens and move my defense crawlers to the hex. If the attack is successful, attackers always lose 1 defense crawler, and defenders gain 1 defense crawler from their development tray and place it in front of the tray to represent knowledge gained in their defeat. Had I annexed this tile instead, the same result would occur, except I would swap my opponent's development for the same tokens of my color. The battle phase is the only phase which progresses 1 player at a time, if a player chooses to battle. At the end of each year, each player updates their superpower on the score track. Superpower for development are shown with a cumulative yellow number in each row of the development tray to allow for quick tabulation. Additional superpower is gained for achieved objectives and certain innovations. Once superpower is updated, you will advance to the next year and repeat. The game ends when nuclear summer arrives. The arrival of nuclear summer varies slightly, as do endgame conditions. The summer card is revealed to all players at the start of year 7, but you can research the summer card during the game to learn the effects of nuclear summer early. The faction with the most superpower at the start of nuclear summer wins. That's the game. Nuclear Spring offers an exciting strategic experience for fans of engine building, area control, worker placement, economic warfare, diplomacy, and miniatures. The game uncovers the truly awesome feeling of being in charge of a faction at a high level in a post-nuclear war world. Some things I love about Nuclear Spring: the simple player interface presents layers of strategy in an approachable way. Shake dice are a fun and simple way to resolve battle, and when you hear the shake dice, you can tell from across a crowded convention hall that people are playing Nuclear Spring, that battle is happening, and that there's about to be a dramatic moment. The game welcomes players of varied preferences. Some people don't like battle in games, but they'll still have viable avenues to victory with innovation and development-focused strategies. Faction Superpower is public and updated yearly, which creates a natural catch-up mechanic. With open diplomacy, players can get really creative with trades, alliances, negotiations, embargoes, and even funding proxy wars. Lastly, rather than using guns and missiles, battle is waged with rainbow-like arcs of EMP light. It's a bit more family-friendly, more aesthetically interesting, and embraces the theme. If you'd like to learn more about the game, please check out the rulebook, sell sheet, and pitch deck, or at Davila Game Design on Instagram. Thanks for watching, and good luck!